Man, I didn't realize that there was so much going on with Labubus. I mean, it's damn near a cult.
So this is a Labubu doll, and it is just the latest viral collector trend to take over the world. This cute and slightly scary looking doll is in the hands of celebrities. It's getting unboxed online from millions of viewers, and it has now made the creator of this business a billionaire. But while this is objectively impressive, of course, it is not exactly a unique story anymore. Just a few months ago, we had people stampeding Targets to get Stanley water bottles. We've had influencers spending millions of dollars on Pokémon cards, and you can probably think of a few dozen other examples.
I actually thought about something before even watching this. My girlfriend is super into Labubus, and my understanding now is that something like a Labubu is more of a value holder. It's like an investment. Like if you buy into a stock, that's my assumption going into this, is how this is going to talk about how items are holding value and people are buying them more as an investment and less as a thing to actually enjoy. One of the comments in this video actually talked about how there's a teacher that is talking to children, you know, just normal conversation, and one of them goes, "Oh, I bought this Lego set," and the teacher inquires, of course, which one? Like, what are you going to build it? Are you in the middle of building it? And they say that they're just buying it to hold on to it to sell later. Even children are doing this. It kind of seems like a form of gambling to a point with the mystery boxes and stuff that people can indulge in, and they will spend their money. There are plenty of things. I mean, my girlfriend has like the My Littlest Pet Shop stuff lying around, and that's essentially what it is another version of gambling, but you get an item out of it kind of regardless, rather than paying money and getting absolutely nothing like you could on a slot machine. So that's what I'm going into this with. My knowledge of Labubus is just what, there's even Fabubus or something like that that's a fake. So it's gotten to that point where they're even faking these things. Luckily, at least right now, we have no Labubus in the house, but I am interested to learn more
of things that people collect. But it just seems that this trend of collecting is getting faster and faster. The old collector culture was just organizing baseball cards or coins or something in your basement, and now we have people literally throwing hands outside of stores.
Oh my god. The clips of people throwing hands at the Pokemon card vending machines is the first thing that comes to mind here. I'm sure it's going to be referenced. Why? I don't know. I haven't seen this. Viral plush toy Labubu halted in UK stores after reports of brawls. The white women going after their Stanley Cups.
Hands on a plastic doll.
Jeez.
Like young kids, you know,
oh my god,
playground throwing hands, like grown adults exchanging fists. And all of this is happening while climate change destroys the planet. We set new records for loneliness, financial instability, general dissatisfaction.
Trends don't stop. The trends don't stop.
Coincidence? Absolutely fucking not.
There we go. They ruined the collect. Really?
So a few months ago, I watched a video from our friends over at Answer in Progress about this doll. And the only thing I could think of was those bloody Stanley water bottles. Like, I know that one is a water bottle the size of your
exactly.
head. The other is a kid's toy that's giving some real, like,
it's the same thing.
But the feeling around these two trends,
the consumer culture trends.
and I would know because on this channel, we have covered a lot of the biggest consumer trends that have happened over the last.
Good stuff. I'll check this guy's videos out. Dang, I didn't realize it was that deep.
So I think we can probably say confidently that the interest in collecting stuff is not going away anytime soon.
Oh God.
My sort of personal perspective on this subject as an anti-collector. I have made it my pride and joy in my life to not really collect stuff.
Oh my God. I know there's like a lot going on in the background here, but it took me a lot to get to the point where I even have like decoration, because I am like this. Anytime my girlfriend and I talk about how we want to move at some point, I'm always like, we're gonna have so much stuff to move, not only because we have had a child, but because there are so many little trinkets and things now around that it just like preemptively stresses me out.
The only thing that comes even remotely close to that is a collection of pottery that is in our house, but really that is all led by my wife. And one of the only ways we've really been able to justify owning an absurd number of mugs is because we use them on a daily basis. They are a practical object for us. And that's actually pretty rare amongst collectors. My wife just looked at me.
Squishmallows. I don't know how many my girlfriend has. Oh my God. I'm generalizing this a little bit too much, but it seems like the women are the one that are like, oh, cute things or collecting things. Because like I said, before I got with my girlfriend, I had a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of things. But now, just like this man, household is full of things.
And then whispered the words Beanie Babies. Because,
Oh no.
as she rightfully points out, and I suppose I should come clean on, I did collect Beanie Babies as a kid.
Oh my God.
Embarrassing. That is embarrassing for me. Yes.
He doesn't even look like a Beanie Baby guy.
I did find an article that was written by an actual professor on the subject, and he seems to know what he's talking about. And he gathered 3 basic reasons as to why we collect stuff as a society. Institute.
This is good to know.
And the associated appropriation of culture, which I interpreted as the way that we preserve history and culture, you know, typically at like an institutional level, like a museum. The particularities of the wealthy collector market. So this is like using it as a wealth tool, buying and trading stuff, right? Like think about.
Yeah, like I said.
And then the individual collector as a psychological oddity, which is all to say that some people are just weird and like weird stuff, I guess.
And they like a lot of weird stuff. Having multiple of them.
On this a lot more in the full article.
I don't even have my Pokemon card here.
What he's saying is that a collection can be a means of accumulating wealth, of retaining some sort of cultural tradition, or
I see I guys clips on Instagram all the time.
Find interesting. A full manifestation of the collector culture is one that does all 3 of those things. Now, this made a lot of sense to me, but I was also not surprised to learn that
How much is a Labubu?
popular after the advent of the internet. Because of course, again,
I hope he covers this.
the internet took something that humans have always done and just made it faster and more problematic.
Oh yeah.
More and more people are collecting, and they're collecting more and more things. And this is most
There's gonna be so many hoarders in like 40 years. Whoa, oh my God.
millennial here. I have to clarify that
There's so many.
means like Gen Zs, which are like people that are just coming out of high school now, or kind of like in university.
Oh, that made me feel old.
People like kids, because this is actually
Oh God.
a story about kids collecting toys. It's about adults collecting toys.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm gonna keep my comments to myself on that one.
Collecting
That's an interesting looking guy.
of your lifetime. If you happen to find something that you liked or you were really interested in it, you would buy it.
Has there been a case where somebody has passed away and left their Labubus to somebody? Also, on that thought, I'm gonna go look up a Labubu price. Ooh, most expensive Labubu. This ought to be interesting. 7 most expensive ones. 3 wise Labubu, 25, almost $26,000. No way. They look cool, but not $26,000 cool. I'll throw up a picture of what they look like. This is something.
And you'd maybe hit some garage sales now.
Oh, like that's cool. Action figures and stuff and Gundams. I would do Gundams.
One that you cultivated over years
for sure.
This one weird little niche interest. This is like the original treasure hunt experience that modern consumerism tries to replicate today. But now this emotional attachment is kind of gone, because you can just buy everything that you ever wanted online instead. But before we get into that, I just wanted to mention, and I don't think we've ever said this on this channel before, but we don't use any AI in the creations of these videos or the writing of the.
He really has to say that?
Every article that we bring up has been searched by either myself or Lou, who is the producer for this channel. And we put our sources into a document that is always linked at the bottom.
Oh, that's awesome.
Videos. So if you want to see where we're getting our information from, you can always check.
Very nice.
Out. It is in the description right now. Along.
Man's got his sources.
You might find interesting.
Probably great at essays in high school.
But back to Labubu.
Whoa.
This is, I think, quite literally.
Okay.
Product of our internet dependent culture. Just like in the past, collecting cards or coins or whatever was a way for you to connect with other people who also collect cards, or a way for you to hold on to fond memories of the past when you yourself played baseball or whatever. But the internet has changed fundamentally one part of the collecting experience, and that is the resale market. Because according to our
oh my God, it makes it so bad. I'm sure anyone watching this can think of a story of a Pokemon card where they got it for like nothing, and suddenly overnight, because of its rarity and the fact that you can spread that information out, that it blew up in value. Oh, I don't even want to think about that time. of life where Pokemon cards were insane. I bought so many packs and opened so many cards. I think I kept a shoebox full. I've given out cards to, like, if my friends have kids, I'll be like, here you go. Or if a grandma at a job I'm working has a grandson that's really into it and it gets mentioned, I'll just bring 20 cards. Be like, I didn't even look through them. You can have them, whatever. I went through my little bit of that as well, but nothing near some of the way that this gets inflated.
Friend we referenced earlier, in the past, people who collected stuff were generally thought of as mildly disturbed cranks who have an inexplicable need to gather large numbers of items few others deem interesting. Basically, they
Fair
were
enough.
nerds. But
Yep,
today,
bunch of nerds.
completely changed. The whole concept of flipping or reselling is like a side hustle that you can find all kinds of content online about how to get yourself started. Nowadays, collectors' items are not being bought by collectors,
like I mentioned,
bought by investors. And
also, what is that facial hair? Holy.
Quick buck off of somebody else's perceived value of those things, who for the most part end up being other traders and investors.
Oh God, you guys didn't see it, but where my camera's covering up, he has a reference. You can kind of see it like right there. He has a reference for what the clip is from. And it's, I spent $2 million on Pokemon cards by Logan Paul. Like I said, super hyperinflated.
End up being other traders and investors. And while this has always been a thing, the internet has really just rocket launched this into a viable financial resource for some people. The whole concept of NFTs is this exact
Same thing, but I'm pretty sure that crashed out.
absolute extreme. We considered making a video about NFTs, but it feels like the market has already died or something.
Yep.
We're not
Called it.
really that up to
Called
speed
it.
with those things, so we didn't make it. But if you do want us to make a retrospective video about the death of NFTs or something, let us know. Maybe
There you go.
maybe
That could
we
work.
Go down that rabbit hole.
This is your
That's mine.
ape. Are we debuting
It's
it?
really cool.
But
How cool.
Labubu is like the full manifestation of all the tools that companies can use to manipulate you into buying something that you don't need, and it is honestly kind of impressive.
It just looks cute. I don't understand the hype though.
Things entirely because people were assaulting each other trying to get one, and it represents a broader fever around
Fighting over
that I
them?
think is
Oh my God.
wild. Fans have been cited saying resellers ruin everything, insinuating that the resale culture around these dolls is a main reason why they're constantly selling out, which is in turn angering crowds. And at first I was kind of like, come on man, like is this really that big of a deal? But apparently people are buying out these toys at Pop Mart vending machines and then just reselling them back to the people in line behind them. And on top of this, the resale market has actually gotten so
Who thought about doing that? Why don't the Pokemon guys getting them out of the machines do that for people? Just instant profit. You buy it, 30 seconds later, you've made whatever percentage increase in a sale. Thinking outside the box.
crazy that Lafufu's fake
Yeah, Lafufu, the fake ones.
people who are on
How do you even tell?
one of these specific
I mean, aside from the
And
face, I
everyone
guess.
talks about in their video. Even without all the added drama, the experience
Oh, we have some of those little green guys somewhere.
genuinely something else. If you haven't seen her video, you should definitely go check it out. But what she is experiencing is a new kind of marketing that is becoming increasingly common within the collectibles world specifically. These Labubu toys come in boxes, and the boxes themselves don't actually tell you what's inside them.
Yeah, the mystery aspect.
For each toy that might be in the box, and this is known as a blind box. See,
Yeah, yeah.
another layer on top of the tried and true playbook of
It's gambling, man. That's all it is.
stuff, right? Limited colors and special editions that we saw from water bottles, the collaborations with other big recognizable companies.
What the
Rumble was
a
famous
One Piece
for, and the
Labubu?
announcements of an impending drop to build anticipation
Might need to buy that.
from shoppers that we see from the fashion world. And this latest feature is pretty well gambling.
Gambling.
Of a
There you go.
box, a product that you buy without actually knowing the contents is not totally novel either, of course.
No, not at all.
Easy to see why these things are so popular. There is something truly thrilling about not knowing what you're gonna get.
Basically, I'll be happy.
Oh, I've seen her too. Vanilla Mace,
I don't
right?
like that one. All the other ones I think are very cute.
I mean, it's cute. Yeah, the one she didn't want, she got.
Wanting a particular character
Oh.
from set and just not being sure whether or not this is going to be the one. The unboxing experience becomes something
I couldn't do one of those, I don't think.
special, right? Because you want something. And now you have this moment of sort of limbo where you get to
Pokey?
experience the
Hello?
exhalation and the exhalation? That's maybe not the right word. Now, we unboxed one of these things on our Patreon podcast just to get a sense of what it was like.
And he wanted more?
Even though we're not particularly emotionally invested in the outcome, it was still pretty fun.
What even is that?
Which one's this guy?
Yeah, wow.
People, let's go. People represent.
Pippo, the Monsters Classic series, sells for $56 on eBay. So we may be getting a almost double our investment on this if we
That's insane.
sell it.
The unboxing experience has been designed to be something
Oh my God.
exciting for people. And unlike a lottery ticket, you actually
Is he
have something to show.
Flipping it to his lap?
regardless
Oh
of
my
whether or
God.
not it's the one
He
that
put it
you
on the
want.
laptop.
Imagine if you were really
Dangerous on that monitor screen, man.
you have an idea of a particular toy that you're excited about. Suddenly, this unboxing experience can be like a highlight of your week or month or year even.
No.
We're going back in. We're going back inside. What are the odds that I get the same one twice, right? It's
I would quit. I would quit. I would quit.
And this stuff is popping up.
Going back inside. Going back inside. Buying all of them.
5 best blind box gifts that you could buy a person. And I really
Oh, the little sunny angels. We have one right here.
that many blind boxes out there. And it turns out that there is a lot of different blind boxes, like baby cactus blind boxes and capybara, little pig blind boxes and unicorns and then like
Okay, it's stuck to the desk. Never
I
mind.
sort of realized that blind box is just one word.
But there is one. There is one. We got one.
Right? Like mystery boxes.
Told you we had a lot more than I anticipated.
To a more male audience, maybe. We found one for the UFC, of all things. The basic idea is to sell people a collection of products or a single product that is exclusive in some way because you don't quite know what it is yet. And it is definitely working. Just because something is addictive, well-designed, or fun to engage with doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be successful. A huge factor of why these things have gone so widespread is because of the cultural landscape that they've been introduced to. 10, 15, 20 years ago, this might not have hit as hard as it did today because shit is
I was looking up when they were made. Labubu is a line of collectible designer plush toy monster elves created by Kaising Lung. The toys feature stylized characters with exaggerated facial expressions and animal-like features. There was a thing that I saw in here that said that it was a political thing. Yeah, political promotion. In September 2024, the People's Action Party PAP Sengkang team in Singapore held a grocery distribution event for senior citizens at Compassville Crescent. During the event, a Labubu plush keychain dressed in a white shirt bearing the PAP logo was introduced. October 2024, during the Nine Emperor Gods Festival, Singapore's Ling Liang Bao Dine Temple introduced collectible toy elements for the first time in an effort to attract younger generations to traditional religious practices. Whoa. In 2025, members of the Federation Council in Russia, including, I'm not even going to try to pronounce those, proposed banning Labubu dolls, citing the doll's terrifying appearance and its potential negative influence on children's mental health alongside the lack of Russian language labeling and packaging. A region in Iraq seized over 4,000 Labubu dolls and imposed a ban alleging that the toy could influence children's behavior and attract demonic spirits. There's a lot of conspiracies on this, evidently. I'm just looking at the wiki page about it. Labubu has been associated with conspiracy theories linking it to the ancient Mesopotamian demon Pazuzu. They don't even look similar, primarily to its sharp teeth, grin, and eerie aesthetic. You know how many things in the world have that look? Basically a cult. And a lot of these political things are either using it as a symbol to pull people in or realize that it's being used as a symbol and making sure to keep it away. Labubu first introduced in 2015 with monsters figurines produced by the company How to Work. Okay. I thought it was last year and it's only been around a year. It's already blown up to this point, but it's been 10 years in, so that kind of makes sense. By 2025, Labubu were 300 different Labubu figurines ranging in size and price. $15 for 8 centimeters, 3 inches final figure to $960 for a 31-inch mega edition. Oh my god. In June, a 1.2 meter, 4 feet mint green Labubu was sold for $170,000 at the first official Labubu auction held in Beijing. Labubu is a cult.
It's pretty fucked up right now, if you haven't noticed. And people are buying these toys as an escape from reality. Fellow YouTuber Shauna Rapari actually has a great video all about how self-help language is being used to promote overconsumption. And it really applies to these collections. Grown adults are justifying buying children's toys to heal their inner child. But the thing about healing your inner child is that it requires real introspection and like a lot of—
You can't throw a dollar amount at your self-healing unless you're going to therapy, and sometimes even that doesn't work. So throwing it at an item as a way of retail therapy is never a good idea. Unless you're buying something that generally improves your quality of life, I wouldn't say buying an item like this is worth it whatsoever. Cool, if you have the extra money and you want to get it as a one-time thing or every once in a while thing. Some people have lost their minds, and like I said, the cult-like behavior, you gotta take a second. If you have a ton of these, you might be indoctrinated into it a little bit more than you anticipated when you first bought one.
Work to fix that trauma, and buying a novelty toy that you weren't able to buy yourself as a child might feel good for a minute, but it's not going to fix your problem.
Exactly what I said.
Traded my evening wine for evening weed with mood.
Stop buying wine if you're just
the need to constantly go out and buy more of them. But it's not just childhood trauma. The demographic that is really into this stuff most is the anxious generation, right? There's literally a book about them that's called that. And this is a lot of—
Oh, cue the whole Wishmallow thing I was talking about earlier. Anxious generation. These are anxious purchases. It's like a comfort purchase, and more than just the exchange and dopamine sense, but in the sense of, oh, it's got fur, it's cute, like it makes me feel like the chemical reactions in my brain are going right now because I bought this thing and I can hold it and look at how cute it is and there's so many of them. Oh, I'm opening a blind box, what could I get? Probably not gonna be on the best side of my girlfriend whenever she sees this, because she wants a Labubu and I'm being convinced that it's not a great idea. Maybe a one-off birthday, Christmas, whatever, fun little thing. It ain't gonna heal your inner child.
A lot of people today.
Not gonna happen.
People who are chronically online, which makes you feel disconnected and lonely.
FOMO.
And these toys bring you this like
Labubu FOMO.
exhilarating feeling that we don't get a lot now. A lot of people today are chronically online, which leads them to be disconnected from their communities and lonely. These toys bring this fleeting but exhilarating feeling of relief from both of those things. The thrill of perhaps—
I don't even want to know what my daily average is. It's probably a lot for using my iPhone as a camera.
You bought, and this symbolic connection to
Let's see.
a whole bunch of other people online who like these fuzzy little guys. They are kind of fuzzy. I think they're all fuzzy. The one that we got was like this.
Ooh, 6.5 hours. Down 64% from last week.
Classic on it.
We're better.
I thought it was kind of like the original Labubu doll. Turns out this is just like the Christmas collection that I bought in May.
And sadly, this is just another story of a hobby that has been depersonalized and corporatized.
Overly blown up.
And pop stars.
Overly blown up.
Agree that Labubu's popularity stems from K-pop star Lisa, featuring it so
Really?
in interviews and social media and paparazzi and whatnot. And
It's a K-pop?
the recent surge in popularity of Pokémon cards, especially over the pandemic, can be partly attributed to Logan Paul and
Yeah, that's true, but that makes sense.
spending millions of dollars to try and get these super exclusive cards. But
Logan Paul look-alike. This could be wrong, and I'm basing it off of looks. The guy that looks like he's homeless and is definitely just one of those dollar store versions of— which one was it, Jake or Logan? Which one was that? Logan Paul. They look strikingly similar when he has the facial hair, especially this. I'm not even 100% sure that is Logan Paul.
spending millions of dollars to try
No, it is. Okay.
super exclusive cards. But I also, I don't want you to walk away from this video thinking that you can't spend your money on something silly like a toy, right? Or that it's wrong to buy an item that you intend to preserve in its original state. We're not going to try and cancel—
That's okay, but just don't
industry of art.
do it like gambling and throw all of your money at it.
Collectors feels hollow because it's not necessarily resulting in more collector communities. Like, these collections weren't just supposed to be traded online for money. They were supposed to be shared at car shows and card swaps and conventions. But if you are a collector, please let us know in the comments if this kind of thing is happening, because we did try and find answers for that question and we couldn't really find it because, as we said. So leave a comment down below if you are a part of a collector community that you think is genuinely popping off and is maybe doing better than ever because of the internet.
It'd be great if there was good collector spots, but
only negative stories on these sorts of subjects.
Exactly.
We appreciate nuance here on this channel just like you do. So make sure if you like what you're seeing, you're liking the videos. And if you scroll, fuck.
Great video. Great video. I feel like I'm coming away from that video actually learning a little bit, doing a little bit of research on what they are. It makes sense, but now it just seems even eerier. I knew that they were off-putting or whatever. That's part of the charm of them. Knowing the outlook from multiple communities about this, and it's just another one of those things that pops up with popularity. I look at it separately than what it is. Sure, it's cute, it's furry, it's got a menacing face. In my head, it's just the newest item that is siphoning a lot of money around. I'm sure in about 30 years, there's gonna be Labubu landfills of people that got rid of them just like Beanie Babies. The only thing that you actually get out of this, unless there's one that you really enjoy, couple seconds of dopamine of like, oh my God, this is what this is awesome. And unless it's something that you really cherish, has a memory tied to it or whatever, it's going to be a Beanie Baby type situation again. It's just this generation's Beanie Baby. I didn't know anything about Labubus, but now I do. That video was insane, full of information. They cited all the sources. This guy makes great stuff. Like I said, I'm going to link it down below. Be sure to check it out. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe. We're pushing towards 1,000 subscribers already. Absolutely insane. And if you guys have any more videos like this that you want me to check out, leave them down below in the comments. That's going to be it for this one. I will see you guys in the next one.